Alright, and welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy. You are not invisible. I can see you. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me back on Retrospect My Fantasy, where we are currently taking a look at Final Fantasy 12. Before we begin, I got a couple of announcements. Oh yeah, I can see you. I've got chat up right now. You didn't talk in chat, so if you don't talk, I'm just going to assume that you want to lurk. Is that a poor assumption to make? But before we jump back into the game, got a couple of announcements to go over. After I watch this. And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy. We are currently taking a look at the Final Fantasy franchise from beginning to end. We're working on installment number 12. Now,
Oh.
a couple of things to talk about before
I didn't see that.
That's a little strange. Discussion point number one is, I apologize for having to miss out on Thursday's and Friday's stream. Having hard drive failure.
I'm very sorry about that.
I've replaced that.
Yeah, I did not see that pop up in chat yesterday. I'm sorry. But looking at that video and seeing that you mentioned watching Street Fighter, did you see that the may or may not have, if I don't know if you're subscribed to any Humble anything, but in the newest Humble bundle is a fighting game bundle that includes the newest Street Fighter, a couple here Blaze Blue, a Guilty Gear, Skullgirls. I am terribly probably going to spend more money that I can't really afford to spend to pick that up because it's going to be such a good deal. And I highly recommend anybody else who's interested. I've owned a number of the Blaze Blue games and a couple of the Guilty Gears over the years. I've never been the biggest fan of Street Fighter, but I mean, it's not like it's a bad game. It's just not my jam. So, let's see here. Yesterday... What did we do yesterday? Ah, that's right. We completed getting the sword. And now we are to head to... God, where are we going again? Ah, that's right. We're going to break into the secret weapons lab. But before we can get into the secret weapons lab, we must make our way to Arcadia. And we're going to do so by going through the Easter Sands towards this little village right here that we stopped by in briefly last time. So, let us go to the Easter Sands exit. Thank you, Sorbet. Oh, also, giant freaking news. I don't know if you guys saw this. Chrono Trigger released today on Steam. And I am so very tempted to pick it up. If only for the purposes of owning Chrono Trigger again. Actually, technically, it'll be the first time that I purchased it. Because back in the day, I didn't own a Super. Although Chrono Trigger was being... I remember seeing advertisements for Chrono Trigger as late as like mid PlayStation era. That's how long that game was going around. And just before the end of the PlayStation, they re-released it. Oh, no. This would be the second time. Because I bought it with, what was that? Was it Final Fantasy Anthologies? Was it Chronicles? One of them had a re-release of Chrono Trigger with cutscenes. And the cutscenes were totally awesome, done by Akira Toriyama and his team, although I didn't like it on PlayStation because of all the load times. That game is not meant to have load times. And even though, I mean, the load times were pretty small, it's just that, you know, you open up a menu, load time. You go into combat, load time. And I personally felt like it took away from the experience, but if this has the cutscenes in it, and I won't have any load times, who am I kidding? I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna pick up Chrono Trigger again. I can't not. I have a weakness when it comes to two game companies. Squaresoft and Atlas. And to a slightly lesser degree, Arc Systems. But Atlas and Square, man, I don't buy everything, but if they have something that's in my wheelhouse, I'm all over it. Even if, like, reviews and whatnot say it's not great. Like, one of the Star Oceans, Not Till the End of Time. That one I didn't like, but it was ultimately fine. The prequel Star Ocean that was released on 360 was a terrible game. Mainly in the graphics department, it was super cheap. Your boss has the key. Actually, wait. Can we get in through the bottom entrance yet? I don't remember. And the storyline was kind of half-assed. Like, it had all the elements of Star Ocean. So, it felt like a Star Ocean. And it even kind of looked like a Star Ocean. But it wasn't. It was a piece of crap. Trying to remember what other games came out around the time. Was it, it was about a year before the release of 13. So I have a feeling what was going on is they were devoting pretty much all of their assets on 13. And they just kind of crapped out that Star Ocean game to try and generate a little bit more revenue. That's something that game companies do. It's a practice that I'm not a big fan of, but it's something, especially the larger the company, the more frequently they're going to do something like that. EA and Ubisoft do it, except they do it in kind of a weird way. They don't take like one game and just crap all over it. They just take a game that they're currently working on and seemingly suddenly decide, no, it doesn't need any more. How do we get that key again? I want to say we have to go in there and actually... Or did we need to get it before we got out? Crap, I don't remember. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't recall there being a whole lot in there that we would still need. Ooh. Oh, hey there, Mr. Wolf. I ran right past you. I'm sorry. All right. So we need to get passage across this massive river over there. We have a sick traveler just inside. Collapsed not far from the village. I worry it may already be too late. Dontro bade you bring this cactus flower. This should help us. Yes, thank you. Take this for your trouble. Thanks? A bundle of needles, huh? Ooh. Yeah, gotta get our one gill from the mysterious glint. What do you got for me? What's keeping the menfolk on the north bank, eh? I can't stand watch here on my own forever. What if brigands made to the village? We wouldn't stand a chance. I could track down and kill these brigands for you. Good day to you, traveler. We've little to offer aside from the river itself. You're welcome to rest alongside the banks as you like. Got anything for me, Mr. Cartographer? Nope. Well, damn. Hey, Ada. The Nebra is one of the greatest rivers in Dalmatia. She carries strange gifts for those who with eyes to look. Discarded trinkets, lost coin purses, even a message in a bottle have I found on my daily walks on the bank. Are you telling me to walk up and down the bank? Chigiri? Sorry, the ferry's not running right now. My dad took the boats across to the north bank, but he hasn't come back. What's taking so long? That's a very good question. Going to the north bank for 3 days, and I've not heard from him. Would it kill him to send a message? Maybe. Okay, old man. Well, I would love to take the ferry across and give you money, but there's nothing going on. Well, we got some fishes we could kill, but I don't really feel like killing fishes. Thank you. I'll kill these birds instead. They're a lot more fun. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I don't mean to lie to you. So we're supposed to find a message or something along the beach. 'Cause I don't see anything. I mean, if I really need to... Oh, no, that's where I'm supposed to go, is the Mosphoran High Wastes. That's right, because I remember them saying something about Nalbina. So let's go back to Nalbina. Screwed up. I really wish they gave teleport stones out with more regularity. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could hang out in the Yuryensa Sensi and farm the natives there. Pretty much ad infinitum until we had all the
teleport stones we wanted, but I never see which one was Radiant Historic. Was that the one where literally everyone could in the world could be recruited to your party? Because I remember wanting to play it, but not having the time back in the day. The name definitely sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Oh, definitely not. Maybe I should look into it, because the name sounds familiar, but I haven't played it. I did play a little bit of Chrono Cross back in the day. I was never a big fan of Chrono Cross. I know a lot of people love that game. But I wasn't a big fan of the interdimensional travel storyline. I'd believe it. With the actual literal sequel, Chrono Cross, being not great, having a spiritual successor that is more closely aligned is not surprising. Especially with how much people loved Chrono Trigger. I mean, I'm a testament to that. I'm about to buy it again. Actually, I probably won't, at least not right away. I'll probably pick up that Humble bundle for the fighting games, and then I'll pick up more of the games that are on our to-play list. But I'll definitely look into it. I think that was one of the games that came out around the time when I was starting to lose a little bit of faith in Square. Hey, we got a Flame Tongue. No, there's not really going to be much over there. Alright, now off to the High Waste. Oh, yes. I remember being at least initially disappointed with this area's difficulty spike. Yeah, that sucks, because that is actually like a legit good bundle. So was what was the last one that I bought? It was the, oh, the Classics Return Bundle or something like that? I mean, I primarily picked that up for one game. I spent $15, and it was, the one game that I bought it for was regularly like $45. That's partly why I love Humble Bundle so much. So, spend a whole bunch of... Oh, it's an older version of Guilty Gear? I mean, that kind of sucks, but I've never really owned many of the Guilty Gears. I got way more into Blaze Blue than I ever did Guilty Gear. Oh, Tides of Numenaria. That was the one game that I bought it for. I mean, it came with a bunch of other stuff. Most of which were very good games. But I bought it for Tides of Numenaria, which is a $45 game. that I got with other stuff for 15 bucks. That's the way I saw that. Actually, that's the way I see most of the bundles. It's like, okay, does this have at least one game that I actually want? Oh boy. Can we kill this elemental? No, we can't. Or if it's like, if I need gifts for any of my friends, and I know there's at least one game that they're even kind of interested in. Humble bundle. Every time. And it works great. I've also picked up humble bundles for other stuff. For instance, when I first came up with the idea for the giveaway... Alright. What do we have for equipment? Because, damn it, we really need someone. Oh, that's right. We're going to switch out... Actually, all of you... Because we really need to get both Thier and Vaughn up in some levels. And then we need to work... Yeah, we'll turn your steel one off for the moment. And we'll just take control of Vaughn. When I first came up with the idea for my next bonus stream and giveaway, I tried to buy the giveaway copy of Telltale's The Walking Dead and Psychonauts on Steam. But it wouldn't let me buy them as gifts for like a week. It just wouldn't let me do it. So I was just like, fine, you know what? Fine. If you're not going to let me do it that way, then I'll get them on the Humble Bundle and I'll just not claim them. Not that I could anyway, because I already have them in my Steam library. But like, I don't know what was going on with the gifting system at the time or what, but it was really ticking me off for like a week. Okay, so that Balthier. I'd rather. Wow. Wow, he wrecked face right there. And then he took a dive. God, these elementals. Are such a pain in the butt. It's a good thing I got plenty of, Why did I do that? I could have just gone over and switched her magics. Didn't have to make her leader. There we go. Now, Penelo, would you please finish curing us? And hopefully this time, we won't piss off a giant elemental that will ruin us. Also, what was up with Balthier for that few moments where he just wrecked face? That was kind of awesome. Ooh, hey, I almost ran into that. Okay. Now that hopefully the very angry elemental is far away from us.
Always having consistent drops is nice. Nope. Hey there, Mr. Elemental. Yes, please go that way so I can kill a freaking wolf. Jesus. The fear is real, man. The fear of those guys is legit. Alright. Okay, well, hey, at least there's merchants up here. That's a good thing. I'm a very large fan of merchants. To the caravan, bringing dreams, and bringing wares of every corner to the land. Crossing the mountains, are you? Rest here a while. A long while yet. You need something to speak with Lucio. Lucio? Are you Lucio? Yeah. Get that beat pumping. I don't remember any of his lines. I kind of feel bad for not remembering any of Lucio's lines. Why do I feel bad about that? I mean, the game was good, but it wasn't that good. The Black Harness. Oh. Okay. So, we didn't even have everything from the last set of merchants. And now we're already... platinum, huh? The Avenger. Sounds awesome. Oh, wow, that is a very expensive bow. Well, so much for the ice brand. Yes, I would love to buy a map. Except I don't have enough money. Alright, well... let's go back down... there we are. Here. Ooh, look at you there. Aren't you a precious little treasure chest? Let's go back down here and go explore a couple of those other paths and see what mediocre loot we might find. Like 29 gil. Thanks, game. Thanks. Actually, if we can get some more, yeah, throat wolf blood. Come on, guys. Ooh, Balthier's getting rickety wrecked. Well, that sucked. Why do I keep doing it that way? There it is. Ooh, a slightly more amount of money. Okay. More branching paths. Got it. And we've got that path that goes down south. I really want to check that one out. That one pretty much goes straight south.
Alright. So we've got a couple of pieces of throat wolf blood. We need a lot of throat wolf blood. That stuff is apparently super badass awesome when it comes to sales. And it's just a drop. What if we brought all the innards? Like, how much money could we get from that? Hey there, guys. You haven't seen a horrible elemental thing around, have you? Shit. That's the one. Love that guy. It's a good thing I bought a whole crap ton of echo orbs. Alright, Vaughn. Wake up. Thank you. There's the elemental right here. It was pretty close behind us. And more importantly, is it still pissed? These guys are worth decent LP, which is why I'm even entertaining fighting them. I vaguely remember something to do with these things. I don't really remember what it is, though. And I don't recall it being terribly important. But it might be. Oh, hey. Slaven Wilder. I know you were just kind of minding your own business, but, you know. Not exactly what we would call, like, an upstanding citizen in this world. In fact, I'm kind of a glory hunter, really. I mean, someone's gonna use your stuff. Like, the pebbles that I picked up off the ground. I'm still really confused why we're bothering to pick up pebbles from some of these monsters. Shouldn't we just have, like, unlimited pebbles? A pebble's just a small rock. There's rocks everywhere. Now that tanned greatskin, that's something. Also, like, I understand it being a greatskin. Like, you know, it's a really large animal. Where did we get it tanned? Thank you, Mr. Worgen. Did we do the tanning? Because that takes a really long time. I mean, if you just told me that they're just using that as a term for the fact that it's already, like, weather worn and beaten down, I'll give you that. I mean, living in this environment doesn't exactly make for, like, the most supplest of leathers. In fact, I would imagine most of the hair and skins that we're going to get are going to be pretty coarse and tough. But I'm not an expert in that sort of thing, so don't necessarily listen to me. If you're interested in the process of tanning hides, check out YouTube. I'm sure there's somebody out there that does it. Actually, I guarantee there's someone on YouTube that does an entire tutorial video on how to tan hides. Alright, we need to get Vaughn and Balthier up to, like, level 30. At least. I know levels don't have a whole lot to do with what goes on with your characters in the game. It's pretty much all license, but levels do matter. You get small stat increases with level. What the hell was that? Hey, Mr. Chocobo. Thank you for the Geschel Greens. This is a pretty large little dune we're on here. A pretty large little dune. How many more oxymorons can I stack onto that sentence structure? Oh, we are capital F messed up. Pinello, could you please heal people like you're supposed to? Oh, you're out of MP. Oh, that's a problem. No! We'll just stick with Pinello until she kills this thing. Ooh. Now we'll get the MP back. In no time, in fact. Screech, huh? Unless I have to keep healing myself. Just kill it, Pinello. Thank you. Alright, let's get this Worgen. God damn it. Vaughn, I would like you to know that right now I think you're a bit of an idiot. You got confused by the howling of a wolf. Alright, well, where's everybody? Did I miss the ferry? God damn it. Well, let's go talk with the one person here. The only thing stirring here is the wind. Where was everyone gone, Kupo? Would you like to buy a map? No, thank you. How many ethers do I have? A few. Hey, Balthier! Welcome back to the team. Please cast Cura. Thank you. Let's go mess up some wolves. Oh, these wolves can really hurt when they feel like it. That is... Why is there a trap there? I don't need a Gladius. I have a Gladius. Although... Oh no, am I using the Avenger right now? Crap, I don't remember what we're using. We had a Gladius at one point. Maybe we still do. But that is up for debate at the moment. You know, maybe if we weren't getting hurt all the time, Penella wouldn't have to spend all of her MP healing us. Something to think about. Right? Woo! Go Balthier. You get that level. So what's over here? It's gotta be neat, right? There's gotta be something awesome over here. It's in a new zone. Oh. Well, I can't deal with that. Literally. There's a monster that's creating that sandstorm. Not in there. And I tried to fight it. And, got my butt whooped. Ah, Sura's a ninja sword. Well, now we can use it. Need more XP. Need larger records. So we're pretty much good on guns. So what else? What do you get the man who has all the guns he could want? More guns? More guns. I know what I just said might be construed as a controversial statement right now, but in the case of this world, it's accurate. I'm willing to stand by that statement when it comes to Final Fantasy XII. I don't know, Bosch. I think you might need more rings. $80. Do I have anything? I can pick up the great sword or more hit points. Hit points are always useful. Sure, why not? We're gonna need to pick up a whole bunch of oh god, what the hell are they called now? Gambits. Like a crap ton. Because I have all these slots, but nothing going on in them. Nothing for 60? 50, 70... Armor. There we go. Well, we didn't really do a whole lot for our stats, but we've pretty much tapped out all of these boards anyway. Getting that chain up. Getting tiny incremental amounts of money. Gonna make it hail. Actually, just the idea of the make it hail thing is ridiculous. If you don't know what that is, it's, you know, when you make it rain, you take your dollar bills and you spread the love, right? Well, making it rain is you do the same thing but with quarters. It's specifically in reference to at a strip club, instead of just throwing a whole bunch of bills out on the stage, you pelt the dancers with quarters, or, you know, whatever loose change you happen to have. I've only been to an adult club a couple of times. A couple of people I know are really, really into it, but not really my bag. And fortunately, of the few times that I've been there, I've never actually seen someone do that, because I would be absolutely horrified. I would not know what to do in that situation. I would feel incredibly awkward and like I should do something, but at the same time, it's not my place. Alright. So let's head back to that weird little area up here and make our people less hurt. I mean, Penelo's doing a damn good job at trying to keep us topped off, but there's only so much that she can do. And hopefully we don't have an elemental sneaking up our ass. Maybe I should use more of those, like the biomotes and whatnot. I mean, I never do, but if I remember correctly, one of these things is like a well or something. Shrine of the Southeast Wind. Well, let's start off by selling a bunch of shit to you. We still only got 4 of those throat wolf blood, huh? We need so many of those. God, we've been spending all of our money on weapons. We're so behind on armor. And more magics. Well, let's keep the trend up, that at least, right? That is a powerful frickin' bow. Thank you. So let's see if we can actually make some, like, real legit progress. Oh, you're headed to the capital too? According to our map, we should be going northwest from here, but my husband, he cavils and stalls. He says he's concerned about the road ahead being blocked, but why we don't just go for ourselves and see? It's a good question. Like I said, we scout and guide to the mountains. No, man, that's cool. I myself am a scout. I mean, not literally. I'm more of just kind of a guy that does some things. But, I mean, you know. Ooh, snack. Ooh. The birds up here are dangerous. And only Pinello can hit them. Diamond armor, huh? Come on, Pinello. Use your super awesome bow. Or just let them commit suicide on us. Thanks, Pinello. Thanks. Maybe I should stop blaming her. Maybe it's my fault. After all, we haven't bought armor in like 5 shops. Maybe more. I mean, we've got some armor, but that's pretty much all been... Come on, guys. Thank you. Immobilized. Alright, Pinello. No. Hit the vulture. No. Just attack the vulture. Nope. Just attack the vulture. Vaughn's not worth it. Trust me. The level of devotion you have to that man, not worth it. Are you guys still immobilized? No? Good. Hey, Balthier. Vaughn's an idiot right now, so can you take the lead? I mean, I probably have something for him. But why waste it, right? I mean... we want to fight all these enemies anyway. Oh. You guys hit a lot harder when you have swords. Oh, okay. Wow. Maybe I should berserk all my melee attackers. Shit. Is that supposed to be just like regular fog? Because that looks far more menacing than regular fog. I mean, I'm gonna go in it anyway. I mean, I kind of have to, right? God damn, these snakes, man. Pinello needs a lot more MP. Okay. How about this? Hey, Pinello, can you try pulling one of them? Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Nope. Just attack it, Pinello. Thank you. Everything else can come second. We don't need to heal these guys every chance. Okay. Good. We are making some progress. A great serpent's fang, huh? That sounds awesome. Is it supposed to be like the basilisk fang from Harry Potter or something? Because I'm down. I'll definitely walk around with one of those things. Not, I mean, probably not in my back pocket or any sort of bag that I'm regularly, gonna put my hand in, but come on, guys. It's just a snack. Sorry, Balthier, but you're gonna die. Because you don't have a gun anymore. If you still had a gun, maybe you could do something. Oh, we're totally gonna get ambushed by a snake here, aren't we? No? Okay. I like elixirs. God, there's so many other paths we didn't take. I feel like I should go back and take them. But look at our MP, it's so low. Except this is the real way. I think. Isn't this? Isn't this where we fight the... Or is that a hunt? The bomb. The giant bomb. Oh, nope. This is definitely where we were supposed to go. Into the silica wood. Hey there, sleepyhead. Come on. Thank you. Alright, Mr. Pumpkinhead. I'm sorry, but you have to die. Oh, you brought friends, huh? That's cute. I'm going to kill them with my giant, weird-looking bow. That definitely does not have a string. But whatever. Who needs strings for bows, am I right? Thank you. Last thing I need for it to do is use War Song and buff all the enemies in the area. I mean, there weren't any. But that's still the last thing I need it to do. Hey. There's a community of hunters on the Fawn Coast. I came here thinking to join them, but my way is blocked. Should you head east from the forest, should you head east from this forest, well, to the east, you'll find an old gate. Beyond that is the Fawn Coast. Trouble is, the gate's broken. Some Mughals were fixing it, but I have some doubt as to their industry in this matter. When will the gate open? There being nothing to do about it, I returned here, of course. Now I have dropped my map of the woods, too. Fate spits upon me, surely. Ah, don't say such things. Fate doesn't spit on you. Also... Oh, a visitor, Kupo. We're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, not actually right now. Right now we're resting. I think I see what he means. Silly little Moogles. Do they need us to, like, clear the way for them or something? A crit? I don't get crits very often around here. Hey, Mr. Totally friendly animal that we just murdered. Is it murder? Or is it like hunting a turkey that is completely oblivious to what you're planning? Or even maybe its surroundings. I don't know how smart wild turkeys actually are, but based on the few videos I've seen of hunters taking them out, they seem kind of oblivious to their surroundings. And I know farmed turkeys are especially dumb. Okay, so are we just gonna fight a bunch of these hares? I mean, I'm pretty down with that. These guys are... Ooh. Shit. They hurt when they gang up on you. Or are we just that weak when it comes to taking damage? Come on. Just kill it. Kill it. Thank you. I think we're just that weak when it comes to taking damage. But hopefully that won't be for too long. And by that I mean, hopefully we'll earn enough money to buy armor. God. Yeah, but yeah, as I think about it, all we do is continuously buy weapons over and over again. And then don't have money for armor. And then we're able to push forward. And then we get to the next area, need to buy a whole new set of weapons. Still, sorry, still no money for armor. Seems to me like I'm gonna have a pretty large grind session ahead of me to make armor money. That's what it seems like is in my very, very near future. In part, like tonight. Ooh, Marlboro King, you say? He's got a mustache. He's very dapper. Alright. Oh, Visitor Kupo. We're working on the get up head. Well, actually, right now we're resting, yeah? Is that... Are all of you resting? Yes, you are. Wonderful. I completely understand that gentleman's reservations now. I'm starting to doubt your lack of industry as well. And we got a pebble. Out of all this bird, we got a pebble. What is that, like a kidney stone? I was just wondering, do other animals live long enough to get kidney stones? I mean, like, undoubtedly some, like, dogs and cats do. But I mean, like... cows? Horses? If I don't find those layabouts and get them back on the job soon, the boss will have our pom-poms. I don't think anyone's laying about beyond here, though. With bombs on the road, the next break you...
you took could be your last, Kupo. Are you asking me to clear all the bombs? Because if so, the answer is yes. Yes, I will do your side quest after I kill a bunch of King Marlboros, because they have very dapper mustaches and look very proper. Okay, come on. Come on. Thank you, guys. Jeez. Aha. More proper Marlboro royalty. We could really use some ribbons. Where do we get ribbons from? Marlboro fruit, huh? I'm not sure I would want to eat fruit from a Marlboro, but it is what it is, right? Somebody wants it. It's probably used in some horrible poison or something. It'll be used to kill some sort of world leader, maybe an emperor or some sort of jumpstart emperor. Or someone who fashions himself as the next great leader of the world. Maybe someone who's really vain and militaristic. If only there were someone like that in this storyline that we could attempt to give some horrible poison made from the fruit of a Marlboro. But no one's really coming to mind. Ooh, a whole bundle of feathers. Hey, look at that. Sure as hell beats a freaking pebble. You hate me, Final Fantasy, don't you? Alright, so we got that offshoot. Ooh, this path is larger than I recall. I recall this area definitely being broken up into a whole bunch of, like, really small little paths, but this has grown to be quite expansive. Come on. Thank you. I've always preferred it when they hit themselves, just because it... Especially in previous games, it means I don't have to take a turn to actually get someone to hit them. We want to go back up this way. How very rude of you, sir. And then this should connect us to this other zone right over here. Would you look at that? It worked. Nope. Balthier is going to chain them together for us. Come on, Pinello. Hey, Vaughn. Thank you. Jesus. What the hell's your problem, man? You're mute, not... I was about to be very insensitive, and I stopped myself. Alright.
Good, come on, let's keep chaining these guys together. It's fine that Balthier and Vaughn are silent. Oh, hey, look at you. That's the one I wanted, but that works too. Ooh, what do we get in this little urn, eh? Hey, a map. Just what I've always wanted. A map of this kind of shithole area. I mean, it's neat, but... Come on. I wish the cooldown on abilities was a bit tighter. I mean, that would enable for, like, faster chains on some things, but... Or maybe just make it faster out of when you're not in a combat stance? I don't know. But, like, when I chain healing spells together, it takes forever to get that reset so we can hit another one off. Getting the one that removes blind was probably the greatest... Nope, pumpkin heads. The greatest decision as far as an early Gambit purchase I ever could have made. I'm so very happy I did... So very happy I did that. We got all that area up there. We're gonna go over here and see where this drops us out at. I think I know. Moogle boss, huh? Once the gate's fixed, everyone will be able to go to the Fawn Coast, Kupo. It'll take a little while longer. That is, if my 9 missing apprentices ever come back from the Silica Woods. We'll never finish repairs like this, Kupo. They're probably loafing in the Silica Bungalow. Still 9 missing. Yeah, I definitely didn't recall that. So now we need to go and find all the other Moogles and get them to come back and do their damn job. Okay. Fetch quest tally ho! I mean, as far as fetch quest goes, it's one of the more logical ones in terms of trying to explain it. Like, why do we need to go and fetch these things for this guy? Well, we're not just fetching things. We're going and getting his workers and telling them that if they don't get their asses to work, we're probably going to fill them with arrows. We're working on the gate up ahead, except right now we're taking a break, actually. What? The boss wants us. Uh-oh, Kupo. We'd better go. He's ugly when he gets mad. Alright. Still 7 of them taking breaks, huh? Well, fortunately for us, they're marked on the map. So it's not even a big deal to go and find them. Alright, now that they're gone. Actually, why the hell am I doing that? The next area, I can bring them both back. Nope. Come on. God damn it, Pinello. Stop doing what I told you to do, and do what I want you to do right now. Alright. You guys, go. Go to work. I don't care. Boss wants us back on the job. That Moogle driver, Kupo. Well, let's get back and be done with this. I'm aware that there's still 4 of you, and I know exactly where they're at. Because they don't try to obfuscate that at all. They just tell us right where all the Moogles are at. I wish it was slightly obfuscated, like, just tell us, like, hey, the Moogles are probably hanging out in the bungalows, and then I have to go back around and try and find the bungalows. But no, that's fine. If they want to do it this way, that's fine. It's just, you know, it's less role-playing. But not everyone wants that experience. And honestly, most of the people that want that experience will just play pen and paper RPGs, so... Or like... Oh no, because even something like Skyrim, they tell you where everything is. The moment you have something as a quest marker, or the moment you talk to someone about a thing, you get a quest marker telling you exactly where to go and what to do. Not necessarily how to do it, which, at least that's something, but... The boss wants us, Kupo. Break over, Kupo? Oh well. Yep, there's still 2 of you out here. You're next door neighbors, because for some reason, I can't tell all 4 of you at once. Eh? The boss wants us, Kupo. That's no good. He's scary when he gets mad. Okay, break time's over. Alright, they should have that door fixed in no time now. Nope. I am not going to go with you to the gate automatically. I'm going to go to this area right next door that has the save point and more exploring up ahead. If I don't find those layabouts, pom-poms, yep, you're not going to find them because I went and ground them up for you. Your boss is probably pissed at you. So this area right in front of the gold, orange crystal, if I remember correctly, is where we would fight a hunt. I think it's a hunt. Maybe it's just a boss. I don't recall. That is a giant bomb. I guess we'll find out right in here. Oh, I guess it's not a hunt. King Bomb and missed. All right, let's do it to it.
I got it.
How about some of this?
I'm still trying to figure out what some of these are intended to be. Like Red Spiral, Resplendence, Evanescence. Like these ones that are just kind of like...
How about some of this?
They all represent something. And Balthiers and Bosches are the most easily representative because they're fairly straightforward. At least I think they're fairly straightforward. With Thrawn and Ashes being slightly more obfuscated what they're trying to represent. I mean, Thrawn's are mostly just like her punching stuff.
I got it.
And Ashes are supposed to represent like her holy royal background.
Here goes.
But what do Red Spiral, White Whirl, Pyroclasm, Evanescence, like, what are these supposed to represent? Like, what, just like youthful energy and... I don't know, I think those ones are maybe a little too abstract.
My regards.
Like, Balthiers are all pirate themed. The first one is cannons, then the ocean. The meteor... I don't know if that's supposed to maybe be representative of, like, a massive cannon, or... like a rock that a ship would run into. I don't know. I have a little trouble with that one, too, but... And then same thing with,
I've got you.
Bosch's first one. What is it? Fulminating darkness.
I never miss.
Ah, 13. So far, our best is 15. So 13's pretty damn good in my mind. Most importantly, though, that got rid of all the small bombs. Well, all the small bombs that we had. Okay, we... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That sucks, but that's fine. Maybe we should have pulled in our replacements immediately. To try and just take the bomb out in one quick go. 3 Nordswain's Glow to pass off, to start us off. That's a pretty good start. That's a 3-hit combo right away. That was not very good. That took too long. What was that, 3 of them?
How about some of this? I've got you.
Damn it. Screwed that up.
It's a good thing this is actually a non-elemental fire damage. Hey, I need to get Vaughn out. Why can't I pull Vaughn out? For fun. All right. Let's do some punches and kicks. Let's get our Taibo on. More Feral Strike, huh? I mean, I'm fine with that. It's more to the chain. Just gonna keep chaining those whip kicks and feral strikes. Sounds good to me. And then we've got Bosch to pull in. Immediately after all this.
I must endure.
I think we got it. I think we got this one.
I must be strong.
I mean, it was a little disheartening that he's healed back to full twice, but pretty sure we got him.
You're going to love this one.
I could also use like a Watera or something mote if I have one. Alright, so we got 9. That's good.
Please.
10. Okay.
My regards.
Okay. I'm feeling good about this. You know, these boss musics have a little something to be desired of, but it's really hard to beat 7 or 9's boss music. Those are top notch. I mean, like, this is just good music, but that's like exceptionally disheartening. Hey, why don't we... I really should have done this right when he was so low. But I thought I had it. Right there, he was so low, I thought I could just take him. I'm trying to think of what this is supposed to represent.
And only having these two back to back can I come up with something. And that is that
I must
it's like a much, much lesser version of this power. Maybe it's supposed to represent kind of the darkness, the black heart of war, or I don't know.
Let me show you how it's done.
Actually, we haven't seen Balthier's in a while. Balthier's final is third. Which is probably for the best, because it takes a long time. Like, all of the final ones are kind of long, with Bosch's and Balthier's being significantly longer than the rest. Come on. And that water item did no damage.
Please. My regards.
Which is a shame. I was really hoping like that was going to be my secret tech.
I must endure.
But no, nothing. It was actually really crap. Just greater,
I must endure.
God, what's the word I'm looking for? Just greater reinforcement that using items is a bad thing. Ooh, Flaming Purge. I like Flaming Purge. Getting some big ones. We've gotten a couple of Maelstrom Bolts, Flaming Purge. I don't know how heavy that fire effect was, but that actually caused some slowdown, didn't it? Please kill it. Thank you. I was actually starting to get worried that I wouldn't be able to finish it off. But we did it. Thank Christ. And of course I mean, the exception of Balthier, of course it was Lady Ashe and Bosch. Two of our best equipped characters. Oh God.
At your best.
Hey Bosch. How's it going? So that was fun. Actually, yeah, we'll save. We'll save after that boss fight.
And you know what? Hell, we'll do a little bit more of this. $140. Well, we can get this and be done with Balthier. Just straight up 140, okay. Well, do we have a couple of 70s? No, but we've got a 130. Even though that's probably our next stop. Oh god, we've also got all these abilities we haven't been picking up. What the hell's wrong with me? Yeah, well, I guess we'll just go through this. Kind of boring little segment right here. Maybe I should... Should I give Lady Ash one? Yeah, we'll get her Mateus. I mean, it's nothing really all that special, but should spread the love of all the summons. Not just confine them to a single person or anything like that. I did a playthrough once. Oh, I shouldn't say a whole playthrough. I did about half a playthrough once where I did that, where I... Ooh. Drop his evade and his speed, but his attack will go up significant. Yeah, we'll do it. Worth. There we go. All of that I had on me before going into that fight. Could have made things a little bit easier on myself, but it's fine. Wasn't that big of a deal. Alright, so let us venture through this area and do a bit more of exploring before we have to push forward. And we'll take Pinello as the leader, so we can do some pulling if we need to. As much as we can, which is very little. Hey, you... I don't really like your kind, because you're very weird bug men things. Ooh. What passes off as goblins in Final Fantasy now? Hey there, brown chocobo. Oh, that really freaking hurt. And hey there, Mr. Mantis Man. Let's do our thing. Do you wield that upside down? Vaughn, we need to have a talk about your weeb status. I don't think you're a high enough weeb yet to be wielding a blade reverse hand. Although the fact that it causes blind makes me very happy. Not that the blind really seems to be doing a whole lot. Okay, where does this go? Oh. Yeah. The Necro Hall of Nabudis. We need to leave this area
We cannot fight here.
This is all that remains of Nabudis. 2 years ago, it was destroyed utterly by a mysterious force. The work of the Midlight Shard.
This? In just 2 years? How?
As the Dawn Shard brought down the Leviathan and her fleet, a fell mist spilled forth. It is like the same thing happened here.
Oh, what the hell
Nemesis
happened with
mist has
Balthier's head?
corrupted the life
It just
of this
snapped in
place.
a very
It's
weird way.
necrohol overrun with beasts. We tread here on a fool's errand. We'd best turn back.
Yes. Yes, we best. Trust me, I know all too well what goes on in here, and I am not anywhere near prepared for this nonsense.
Is it revenge that you desire? Yes or no? Not this way lies the capital. The road to Arcades leads east of Silikawood, beyond the Phone Coast and Sita uplands.
Yeah, this is what greets you, by the way. When you walk into this room, you have that nice little cutscene, and then this. Fuck this place. Back to the Sika Woods. Hey, Mr. Chocobo. I have some words for you. They're not very nice words. I'm not even gonna attempt to lie about that. Ooh, hi, hello there, Mr. King. Thank you for your fruit, good sir. Alright. So where does all this end up taking us? Because that Necro Hall is legit, like, very extremely bad news. Although, we will definitely want to go there later, as if I recall from what I read, when looking at the differences between this and the original, that is where they put the 1% chance of spawning chest that is guaranteed whenever it does spawn to have a Zodiac Spear in it. So that's a thing. And if you're new to this franchise, what you need to know is in every game there's usually one weapon that is far more powerful than any others. In this game, it is the Zodiac Spear. In the original, there were only 2 Zodiac Spears in the entire game, which is unusual because usually the best weapon, there's only 1 copy of it. But in order to earn one copy, you could just get. But in order to earn the second copy, you had to not open. It was like 13 chests located randomly throughout the world. So, you know, that was fun. Alright, we're not supposed to be here yet either. So let us go back. And we'll make it, hopefully, we'll make it to that save point. And be okay. because I'd rather not die out here for pretty much no reason. But since we defeated the bomb, we're in pretty good shape. Alright, so now we are going to go and see our Moogle friend about finishing a door. So that hopefully we can actually move on with the storyline. Because as awesome as today was, being back streaming, even though I was streaming yesterday, being just streaming more is awesome. I love it. And we did a fair amount of, I mean, not really grinding, but we got a large number of LP. We advanced the storyline a little bit. Like, kind of. It'll be good to get, like, some good concrete advancement. Oop, nope. This way. Wake you up. Slow? No, these things are freaking vicious. Oh. No, that was from the Marlboro. But still, those little guys are pretty rough. I'm not sure I really want to play with them. But I will. Even though there's going to be a couple coming up our ass here in a moment. There we go. Hey guys, how you doing? Come on. You're not even gonna wake up for me? And how did he cast silence on me from over there? This way. So we've opened up a large number of areas that we can go. But how many of them can we really go to? Now that my apprentices are all back, the repairs took no time at all, Kupo. Witness the power of Moogles. When they're motivated. Good job, guys. I am legit impressed with your prowess. Thanks to you, the repairs to the gate were finished, Kupo. Here's a token of our gratitude. The Fawn Coast is up ahead, Kupo. Pretty views there, but the locals, not so pretty. Can we make it to a shop in time? Got 10 minutes. Can we do it? I think we can. I don't recall where the nearest shop is, but I think we can make it. And there's a lot of good grinding available on the Fawn Coast.
It would seem we made the right choice. If we'd taken the easy way and come by airship, one of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet.
But it has a cloaking device.
We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry quite so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy.
It seems like you've done something like this before. I mean, I know you're a pirate, but how much smuggling do you do? Would it be safe to call you a scruffy looking nerf herder. Hey, Twan Twan, how's it going, man? Alright, we'll leave you alone. And in all, actually, we're just going to try and ooh, that. We aren't hitting that guy. Gotcha. Okay. It's time to make a mad dash. How quickly can we run to the nearest town like infrastructure? While still exploring as much of this as possible. Silence shot. I'm always down for more ammo. For the gun that we... Actually, yeah, we pretty much never have Balthier using a gun. Because guns, ladies and gentlemen, in this game, suck compared to bows. Aside from the fact that they get ammo more quickly. More readily, I should say. They attack less frequently. And they do less damage. And the primary one being they're just not that good. Guns kind of suck in this game. Alright, so we... I mean, we didn't completely miss where we were supposed to go for the town, but we definitely didn't get there. So we've got to figure out where the hell that is. We got 7 minutes. And the reason we want the town so badly is because the town will have merchants. Not that we have a whole lot to sell, but they'll have merchants. That means we can sell some stuff we do have. Alright, man. Have a good night. And from there, once we've sold everything that we do have, we can try upgrading some of our equipment, and which will likely be weapons, because that is what we tend to upgrade the most. Actually, can we fight these dogs? We can fight these dogs, especially if we can make them blind. That makes them real easy to fight. Alright, so we can fight the wolves. God damn it, Pinello. Just take this freaking treasure. I mean, I know I told you to be healing battery, but sometimes I just need you to pick up some goddamn treasure. Ooh, that could have been real bad. We made it to the village. Oh, thank Christ. Tiny cutscenes. So this is a hunter's village of sorts.
Race it to the water.
Why the capital?
It's a good question.
The Nethicite. I must destroy it.
Are you sure? You don't want it for yourself?
Balthier is not new
Use
to
its
this
power to
game.
restore Dalmasca? Something like that? The best intentions invite the worst kind of trouble.
Lusting for ever greater power. Blinded by the Nethicite. Is that how you see me?
That does sound like someone I know. He was obsessed with Nethicite. It was all he cared about.
Come over here.
He'd babble nonsense,
Hey!
blind to aught but the stone's
Watch it.
power.
Like I said,
He'd talk about some Enna, or was it Vena?
except for you.
No matter.
Thank you.
Everything he did to get closer to the Nethicite, to understand it.
Okay.
He made airships, weapons. He even made me a judge.
You were a judge?
Ho-ho!
Part of a past I'd rather forget. It didn't last long. I ran. I left the judges and him. Sidolphus Demon Bonanza. Draclo Laboratories' very own Dr. Sid. That's when he lost his heart to Nethicite. Lost himself. And I suppose that's when I lost my father.
The biggest advancement in Balthier's story gets told kind of haphazardly.
Don't follow in his footsteps. I ran away. I couldn't stand seeing him like that, a slave to the stone. So I ran. Free at last. Funny I went for the Dusk Shard. How could I have known that it was Nethicite? And then, of course, I met you. All that running, and I got nowhere.
Yep.
It's time to end this. Cut my ties to the past.
It's hard to leave the past behind. I know.
Cut it down. Just, you gotta do it.
Marriage of convenience. Symbol of the alliance between Nebradia and Dalmasca. This is how they see our match.
They do they?
These roles we play. I must admit, I find it wearying.
I will play mine.
I would have no other.
Aw, he cared. She cared for him a lot more than he cared for her, but he still cared.
The choice is yours to make. But don't give your heart to a stone. You're too strong for that, princess.
I pray you're right, Balthier.
As do I. Alright. So, that is where we're going to call it a night. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out with me. I especially want to thank Mr. Henry and Twantuan for hanging out and participating in chat. Again, we are very close, you guys, to that goal of 50 followers. So, if you know anybody who's interested in what we do here, bring them on over, and I'll do my best to keep them here. Now, of particular note, for anyone who is a who wants to get into games development, or someone who's really into fighters, those are the two newest Humble bundles available right now. If you follow that link, that'll take you to the Humble store, where you can pick up those Humble bundles. They look really awesome. I'm going to pick up the fighter game one. On top of that,
you'll be supporting some awesome charities and helping support this channel. So please, if you're thinking about making a purchase of a game in the near future, please use that link and check out the Humble store and see if you might get a good deal there. Anyway, I want to thank you all again for hanging out with me and participating in all that we do here. Hope you'll join me tomorrow, where we will pick up with Final Fantasy XII, pretty much exactly where we left off. And our time, as always, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. Have a wonderful night.